You have likely sat across from someone offering a polite smile and agreeable words while their jaw clenches and their shoulders pull tight. It creates an immediate sense of unease. Decoding the true dynamics of a room requires a systematic approach. The 4-step rapid observation check is designed to process these interpersonal signals in seconds. Most of our physical output, the way we blink, the tension in our neck, or the angle of our torso, happens before the conscious mind can intervene. Because these reactions are largely unconscious, they often reveal an individual's actual state before they have a chance to choose their words. This method prioritizes identifying reliable behavioral patterns over hyper-analyzing every isolated twitch or shift in a chair. Shifting focus from what people say to how they physically behave transforms professional guesswork into a tactical, actionable toolkit. Step 1 begins with internal regulation. Before attempting to read anyone else, you must first stabilize your own mental and emotional state. An anxious observer risks introducing bias, often misinterpreting neutral behaviors, like a colleague looking away to process a thought, as negative or threatening signals. Once you are calm, you can establish the subject's baseline behavior. This is a snapshot of how they naturally act in a safe, unpressured environment. You can capture this baseline by engaging in low-stakes small talk before a meeting begins, noting their standard posture, their eye contact, and their vocal pitch. Establishing personal calm and a clean baseline provides the necessary reference point to accurately identify any meaningful changes in behavior later. Step 2 involves scanning the subject's physical stance for grouped behaviors. Isolated gestures can be misleading. A person crossing their arms might simply be cold. A single signal lacks the context required for a reliable reading. Accuracy comes from identifying a cluster, multiple aligned signals like crossed arms, shoulder tension, and eye movement, pointing toward the same emotional state. In an open cluster, expanding movements signal psychological comfort. Conversely, a closed cluster, with contracted limbs and rigid alignment, signals defensiveness. Identifying these synchronized clusters moves the observation from amateur assumption to systematic analysis. Step 3 zooms in to catch the signals that occur too rapidly for a subject to consciously mask. Micro-reactions are split-second flashes of emotion that appear on the face immediately before a more controlled, professional expression is adopted. These cues also appear in the voice. Sudden shifts in pitch or pace are often as revealing as a facial twitch. Listen for moments where the subject's steady vocal baseline suddenly becomes rushed, high-pitched, or shaky. Because these involuntary shifts occur before the brain's executive control takes over, they provide data on the subject's immediate, pre-filtered emotional state. The final tactical step is cross-referencing all gathered data to identify a mismatch. A mismatch is defined as the moment a person's spoken words are directly contradicted by their physical clusters or microcues. Detecting this friction between verbal and physical signals is a primary indicator of internal conflict or significant cognitive load. We will now apply this framework to a 15-second simulated scenario in an observation drill. The subject begins in a relaxed state. As pressure is applied, they attempt to maintain a confident verbal answer, even as their physical behavior shifts. While the verbal response remained confident, the subject's body moved into a defensive cluster, and the tone became strained, creating a clear mismatch. Isolating these specific contradictions provides the clarity needed for true situational awareness. You have now completed the full 4-step rapid observation check: calibrate, cluster, microcue, and mismatch. Developing this awareness allows you to look past the surface level of a conversation and perceive the underlying meaning in any interaction. This toolkit is designed for gaining clarity and understanding others. It should never be used to pass judgment or weaponize behavioral data. During your next professional interaction, begin immediately with Step 1, self-calibration and the establishment of a behavioral baseline. Interpersonal power is a byproduct of awareness. Mastering the silent language provides the unshakable clarity needed to navigate life with precision and understanding.